everybody, I want to show something about the Crossface today. I want to tell you how I think about it when I do it, and I hope it helps. So I want to think about my arm as like as a string or a rope that I just want to mold to his everything, so that I want to take all the slack out. And how do I do that? So imagine your arm as a rope. So the first thing I'll do, I'll attach the rope, my arm, to one spot, and then I'll reach as far as I can. I'll reach as far as I can until my hand can grab something. And I'm gonna do the reverse with this hook. So this is pretty tight, but now it's gonna be tighter when I let this loose, and I use this hook to tighten this up again. And now it's really tight. And you can keep going back and forth. So you can hook it here, tighten this, hook it here, tighten this. And then it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. So with my arm, it's gonna look like this. So the hook here is gonna be with my bicep. So right here, I'm gonna connect the bicep to his neck, and then I'm gonna punch it through. So that is like, this point is attached, and this one is trying to get as far as it can. So it'll look like this, and then I'll grab something. The best thing to grab is if you can grab just under the armpit, like this. And I'm gonna fix this point, and I'm gonna let everything loose here. So I'm gonna pull this. One thing that I forgot to mention as I was filming is that you really want to keep your bicep really loose. If your bicep is tight when you're doing this, when you're pulling him, then your arm is not molding itself on his body. If your bicep is tight, you're just moving him and it's not getting tighter. But if you let your bicep loose, then it becomes that good rope that's going to mold itself on him, and that's going to take all the slack out. Moving him is definitely not the goal here. The goal here is to have this good hook with your hand and to get your shoulder as far from your hand as possible. That's going to make it mold around his body and take all the slack out. And settle down. And if this is not tight enough, I can go again here and again here. Right now I feel like this is super tight. I want my shoulder not to be on his chin. This is painful and it sucks and it hurts your partner's neck if he fights it. But one thing he can't fight is a choke. So I want the shoulder under the chin. And when I put the pressure is a choke. It cannot be ignored. If I can try to keep him from turning, it's actually going to be a pretty good threat. He's really going to struggle. Okay? So that's how I think about the shoulder pressure or crossface. And from the top, it's that going, like tightening it up here, holding, tightening it here, holding, tightening here, holding, tightening it here. And I just keep like going here, here until I feel that it's tight enough. And then again, shoulder goes not over his face, not on his chin. I want to staple my shoulder to his chest and then go through his neck. That's going to be a viable threat that he has to address. He cannot ignore it. A really tough guy can ignore the, but like on the chin, but this cannot be ignored. Okay? So that's what I do on top. And on bottom, when I'm on bottom, it doesn't matter if he does it well or not. I don't want to get choked if he does it well, and I don't want to get smashed. I don't want to get my spine twisted. I fought people with my neck before, and it never ends well for your neck, so just don't do it. If you feel like somebody already has a good bite on your neck, then I really suggest that you turn. Maybe sometimes you can kind of like fight this head and get it over and not have it, but if he has good pressure, then I really don't want to fight it. I just want to turn. If you can, then this arm, the best thing for it is to go under him. And if he's stuck to me and my hand doesn't go through, I'll just do little bumps to get my hand through. So right now he's stuck to me. I'll do little bumps, and every little bump gets me another few inches. So I'll do it until I connect both my hands, and then I can kind of like get him away from me, and I can start turning this way. And yes, he can attack my back, but I have a pretty strong position here. I'm not very vulnerable here yet. So I think that's your best chance if you get good shoulder pressure on you. And if he does a good job of trapping this arm, if he does a good job of not letting me do this, then I'm still gonna turn, but the turn is gonna look really different. I'm just gonna, like this arm, it's gonna go up. So I'm gonna go up, 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 and I'll turn this way. Sometimes I'll get a good bite on his shoulder. Maybe I can work that a little bit and then steal it back. And sometimes I'll be able to even turn with him, and then maybe he'll just get up and try to attack my back, and I'll be in turtle. Again, this is better than shoulder pressure. So that's what I like to do when I'm on bottom and I don't fight with my neck. Okay, I want to make sure you understand the waves that are going back and forth. So when I have this connection here, then I'm thinking about it as like a wave that's going right here. And then I'm grabbing this really tight, and then I'm thinking of a wave that goes this way. And then you can do another wave that goes this way, and another wave that can go this way. And now it's super, super tight. Then if you have good control, you can grab under this arm, and I'm gonna pull this arm as my weight goes into him, again under the chin, and I want to get a choke. So my shoulder goes, I pin his chest, and I scrape his chest towards his neck, and that's a choke. If you're doing it to a really big guy, or maybe you have short arms, or maybe both, then you don't have to go with your hand all the way here. You can also, let's like imagine he had a really big neck, then my hand can just go right here. So I can do it like, let's say my shoulder gets stuck like here, I can go and get it here, and do it here, and go here, and do it here, and go here, and do it here. So again, if you had a bigger neck, then that's what I would do. I would stick this grip here instead of here where I could not reach if he's big. And now let's see it live. I'm rolling with Big Seth. He's got like 90 pounds on me. He's a purple belt. Here my hand reaches. Now I tighten the shoulder, and then I tighten the hand again, and now I have it pretty tight. I'm digging under his chin, and there's the tap. And right now you can see me rolling with Jarrett, who helped me with the video. I'm starting with side control, digging the hand, tightening the shoulder right now. Again, the hand, and I just keep working that pressure. I go to knee on belly, and here you see the pressure. It cannot be ignored. He bumps, and then I get the mount. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you understand the crossface, pressure, how to take the slack out. And in the description, I'm going to put a link to a really funny video where you can see what happens when you do shoulder pressure correctly. I hope you enjoy that one too. And if you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, help me out. I would really appreciate it.